Captain, if you can, and give us your log, please.
Captain's log, stardate 5528.6.4. We are beginning to head out to our first ops from our lieutenant from Tholian space, and after our mere escapades. So let's hope that this is a smooth one, and with the newly fitted.
And log?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear that part. After the escapades means with if the mirror universe and the triumphant return to start our base 21, Captain Elder was promoted to Rear Admiral and given in command of the Home Defense Fleet for our Starbase 21, and command was transferred to the newly promoted Commander Graham Calder. There's also been some new personnel transfer brought in to make up for some transfers and some losses. Chief among them is Ensign Mbaola of the Chief of Science Department, and Lieutenant Junior Abraham Knight, who will be replacing Calder at the Chief of Security Station. Taking our route from Starbase 21 up and around in Cardassian space. It's been a fairly calm couple of weeks. It's about a 14-day travel there, and you are about 1 day away from the Bajor system itself. Your orders are to secure the Bajor system for the arrival of Ambassador Zaso Rel, who is making diplomatic appearances is among the Federation in order to appease them and ask for additional aid to the recently ravaged Cardassia. This obviously has stirred up a lot of feelings on Bajorans, and that is why your ship specifically has been brought in to help with that. However, on the ship itself, it is business as usual. And we'll make our rounds and start with Commander Amadeus Maddox.
Aye.
What would you be doing at this time? It's about midway through Alpha Shift. You've been traveling at high warp for a couple days now.
Probably standard routine, going through all the systems, making sure everything's in optimal condition.
Okay. Standard engineer's flare in the engineering room. Lieutenant and Knight, you've been brought on board this ship, and we currently have a real pressing security a mission to plan ahead for. Are there any preparations you would like to do?
Yeah, so I would be running the security team through their drills first of all to get to know them, make sure I understand how they all operate, see how good the previous head of security was doing in keeping them up to speed and ready for the missions ahead.
All right, doing some drills throughout the ship. I'm sure that's caused some annoyances at running so many, not so much annoyances, but kind of peculiar to be running so many drills so often, but most people have been fairly understanding of all of it. Baul, oh lol, was there anything you wanted to do before reaching the Bajoran system?
What?
Was there anything you wanted?
Let's see, before... Yeah, could you roll for me? I'd like to try to get accustomed to Cardassian and Bajoran customs.
Okay, so just looking up their customs and diplomatics.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably going to be reason, science, or con. We can lean the science.
Okay.
And to make an advantage, that'd be difficulty 2.
And
Would you
focus research?
Focus research? Would you like to buy any additional dice with threat?
You know what? Do it. I'll
One
buy one dice with threat.
One additional dice. Gain 1 momentum, and you have thoroughly researched Cardassian and Bajoran and customs, and also a little bit about their history.
Okay.
So,
awesome.
this is a advantage that you can have, and you can give it to any character that you can talk to in a scene, or you can use it yourself to decrease the difficulty or decrease the complication range of any encounters involving Bajoran or Cardassian customs.
All right, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do.
All right. Dr. Bog, any preparations, missions for, or what should be an ordinary, boring, diplomatic escort mission?
No, I just would be working with my staff to, a lot of times your medical, you have to kind of have continuing education, just keeping up on the latest techniques and stuff, and just making sure my nursing and assistants were up to date on all their training. And I'd probably be doing the routine crew physicals also that I need to knock out once a year. And I would be reviewing the jackets of our new crew members as well.
Okay. As far as I know, there's nothing of particular interest of our new characters. Baul Lal is a joined on trail, so there's that squirreliness about being a joined trail, and Abraham Amni is a human.
Yeah, I believe last session I did some rolls to kind of get situated on Baul.
Yeah, we can do that. Reason, medicine, and difficulty 1.
Well, I think I did that last session, and I was
okay.
Yeah,
yeah, we can carry that over.
Okay, you want me to do that again here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What'd you say again? Reason medicine?
Reason medicine.
Reason medicine.
And do you have any focuses in biology or research?
Yeah, I got biology and xenobiology.
Okay, that'll work.
Got, good to go there. I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and spend a threat to quash that. I think is how I work that, right?
It's 2 momentum to quash it.
Okay, I can't use a threat. Okay.
No.
All right. Is there any other way I can get rid of that? Oh, that's right. I have to spend the threat in advance to use my talent bold medicine to re-roll it.
Yes. Yeah, you have to do that in advance.
All right. I guess there's a complication. Whatever you decide on that, I can't seem to get rid of that.
You know, I'm gonna have fun with this as complication. You are not sure about this particular bit of. You're not quite sure about the neurochemistry balance between a symbiont and their host, and you find something that seems alarming, and you call in and Bowel, or you call in Ensign Law all right away for a physical, and it just interrupts his work. So, Law, you get a you get a hail to come into the sick bay at your earliest convenience, and Dr. Bog just runs the gambit of test on you.
Wait, why do I need to go into the sick bay?
Because the doctor requested you be there.
He said earliest convenience, right?
Don't test me, boy.
Yeah,
you know, I'll show up eventually, but I'm busy at the moment.
Oh no, he's quite insistent.
No, I paged them at their earliest convenience. How long does he make me wait?
Oh, well, normally, I think I feel like it's like a kind of a running thing that Starfleet officers kind of avoid the doctor. Or is it something?
I don't think
it's
that's
up to
a running
you.
thing for everybody. That's going to be dependent on what your character is.
Let's double check. To see
The only one that ever in the original series was a pain was Captain Kirk. Everybody else showed up like they're supposed to.
Yeah, and also, so he, in some situations, can pull rank on me. Because doctors
right,
order.
That's right. Let's see how long he makes me wait. There'll be a reckoning.
How
you
long
know
do you
what? Like,
how long do you make him wait?
you know, like I do have this value: ask forgiveness, not for permission.
We're 15 minutes into the episode. Do you want to burn about? Do you want to roll a determination now to piss off the doctor?
Wait, would I need to roll determination to do that?
You would have to make a roll to avoid the doctor, and you would use that value to make your roll better.
Oh, is that how that works? Okay.
If you want to actively avoid the doctor, or we could certainly tap this, but otherwise, how long are you?
I guess we could generate a whole bunch of momentum with this whole thing. So let's do it. Let's avoid the doctor. But I won't use the value.
So you want to try duck the doctor?
Yeah, I feel like I don't really want to go to the doctor.
How would you be doing that? Would you be spoofing sensors? Would you be doing covert ops, crawling in the Jeffries tubes?
You know what? I just spoof the sensors. That's like, you know, my location is to be the exact opposite side of the ship. I'm just gonna spoof sensors to just make my location appear like it's the exact opposite side of the ship that I actually am on, or the furthest point from on the ship that I'm actually at.
Okay, this is going great. That's going to be control science.
And I have sensor operations.
Yep, control science difficulty 2, assisted by the ship's sensor science.
All right, hold on. Control science is a
Focus. Yes, you normally roll 2 dice. Would you like to spend a momentum to roll a 3rd dice?
yeah. Let's spend a momentum. I'm gonna
Okay.
generate a whole bunch, anyways. And you said control science.
Control science, and the ship's assisting with
tactical
sensor
2.
science. What was that?
Can someone roll the ship? Can someone
Yep.
roll the ship dice for me? And should I have done 3 for the? I should have done 3. I'm just gonna roll one
Yep.
more.
So just roll one more.
A whole bunch and it doubles up since I have sensor operations. And
No. Oh, you have to roll underneath you have to roll underneath 5 to get 2, and the sheet already accounts for that.
okay, wait. Sensor operations to have that focus.
Yes.
Okay.
But you rolled. Yeah, for focus to work, Eric, you have to roll underneath the declared department. So your science is a 5, so you have to roll a dice underneath a 5 in order to get 2. But the dice you rolled a 12, 13, and a 15.
Okay. And
So.
As far as the
ship.
ship dice. Dang it.
Right,
Did not help at all.
But you do generate that momentum back. Doctor, 4 hours later, he has not appeared, and you check the sensor logs, and he appears to be in 2 different sectors of the ship. Which also brings up
Computer,
Lieutenant
when
Knight.
was, Lual's end of shift?
Yeah, this is about the end of shift, 4 hours later.
All right, I'll put out a general page to the entire ship for him to come to sick bay.
Also at this time, I'm Lieutenant Knight at your security console. Oh, you get it security reading that there's 1 extra person on the ship apparently. Either that or someone has messed with the sensors.
I was trying to move my original presence and place it at a location on the opposite side of the ship. Was I able to do that, or did I generate like a echo?
I'm saying you generated an echo. Oh, in order to move your location, it would have increased the difficulty.
Okay.
So?
I would assume, is this an echo? I will know that it is his echo that I'm seeing 2 of on the ship.
Once you look into it, you're like, oh, it's an echo of this one person, and it's someone on the ship, so someone's trying to spoof their location.
Yeah, I think at that point I would ask for a security team to go check to see where he is.
You can certainly do that. 2 security teams go to 2 different locations. One of them finds that it's an empty room, and the other one finds Lieutenant Lal, presumably in his quarters.
So I will make my way to where Lal is and press the button to request to enter.
He needs to be thrown in the brig.
Enter.
You think I'm joking? I'm not.
Hi. I don't think we've been formally introduced as yet, but for your awareness, I am the Chief of Security aboard this ship.
Hello, this is the GM of the future cutting in for a moment. We had some technical difficulties at this point in the recording, but as far as the plot goes, needless to say that Lieutenant Knight finds Lieutenant Powell where he was located, hiding out from the doctor, and he was eventually more or less dragged to sickbay and forced to take that physical. We now cut back to our regularly scheduled program. Captain, did you want to do a briefing or get some dossiers of the people you're protecting?
Could you say that again? I broke up. Were you talking to me?
Yes. Was there any
Yeah.
information that you wanted to?
I would like dossiers.
Okay. On screen is the character sheet for the ambassador.
This looks like the Roosevelt.
Mm-hmm. And there's a short dossier sent to our Discord.
Okay. Okay, I read through it.
All right. Any additional questions you would like to ask?
I'm good for now. So let's get started on this.
About 5 hours out from the Bajoran sector proper, you get a distress call.
Okay, I put it through.
It's just static.
Yep, I will signal the entire crew to get to the bridge.
Senior staff to the bridge. Senior staff to the bridge.
This is Maddox on my way.
Upon arriving, I would start to initiate long-range scanners. See if I can detect what the distress signal is regarding.
Okay. For long range stands, that'll be the science officer or Ball.
What was that?
We need you to clean up some static from a distress signal.
Okay. I'll do that right now. It sounds like a very important thing. How do I do that?
I'm
Science?
running that now.
Reason?
Reason science, difficulty 4, assisted by the ship's sensor science.
All right. Can someone do the ship for me? I'll do. All right. Science.
Did you
reason-
want to purchase additional dice?
Yeah, I think I'm going to need to. It's difficulty 4.
Can I direct him?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can.
Okay, so
So that'll be assistance from presence command.
Do I get an extra dice from that, or? does he roll
No,
separately?
he just rolls in and adds to the total.
Okay.
So you're still rolling 2 dice.
I get present since I'm. I have the strength and cunning from Dosi,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so that is.
and I also have. Would quantum mechanics have that? Or sensor operation?
Sensor operations, yes. And the
Okay,
ship.
Then
Yeah, I think I've got the ship set up right.
All right.
I'm just gonna press the button. It's science sensors 1 die.
Science sensor, 1 dice, focus, yes. Okay.
we made it.
So we have 4, 5, 6. So 2 momentum.
I think we should use that to watch the threat. What comp?
Yep. It appears that this is a distress signal that is being jammed at the source for some reason. You're unable to get any telemetry from it, but you have an approximate location.
Change course, maximum warp, and set the ship on red alert for potential combat.
Archer lets you know. Oh, ETA any 30 minutes. All hands. Ends red alert. As the ship jumps to maximum warp. Drop the Svalinn in. Condition red. Captain, how close would you like to drop in?
Will be long range. So like here.
Okay. And to explain the color bands, the first circle is within, in the first circle is close range, within the second circle is medium range, and it's every 2 out is another range band.
Okay.
So close, medium, long. And before you, you see a swarm of small fighter craft that appears to be harassing a large freighter. The freighter is is actually scale 6. What are your orders, Captain?
I would like to hail the lead fighter.
Insight, I command difficulty 2. See if you can find. Actually, we'll just make this a general hail. So, control engineering difficulty 1 to open hailing frequencies. Assisted by ship's communications engineering.
You got that, Maddox?
Aye, sir.
Assisted by the ship's comms engineering. See if we can bonus else momentum. Okay. Channel is open.
This is Graham Calder of the USS Svalinn. We're. If you could continue these hostilities towards the civilian vessel, you will be fired upon.
Okay. For your turn, that would be presence command difficulty 2.
Would diplomacy work as a focus?
Yes.
I will spend a threat, so that way I could have bold.
All right. Nice. 3 momentum generated. And you get an answer back. Federation and vessel. This is of no concerns of your leave now or become part of this fray.
Jesus, that's a really aggressive.
Can I use one of those momentums to know who these people are?
Could I help him do that with like a sensor sweep or something?
That would have to be on your own turn. We're in combat now.
Okay.
Okay, I can't help.
For 1 momentum, you do recognize these as Bajoran resistance fighters. They are folded into Bajoran or in planetary defense, but have mainly been phased out for Starfleet models in recent years. Since Bajor has officially joined the Federation, all their equipment's been upgraded to Starfleet standard. But,
okay. I would like to spend 1 more to know info about this freighter.
You're unable to get that information at this time. You can tell at a glance that it's a civilian vessel, a civilian freighter.
You okay?
Otherwise, any swift task or keep the initiatives.
I'll do I'll keep the initiative with to action.
Okay. And who's getting this turn?
I think our chief of security, and I'll tell him to subdue the fighters.
Recommend to target lead fighter. Target engines.
Yeah,
Yep, you can do that.
All right. So I'm guessing control and security, and using the starboard tactical systems for my focus, with a complication of. Did you say they're at long range? So would that be a 3 at this point?
They're at long range, so the difficulty is 3.
Which
Complication's still 1.
range? Oh, okay. I guess I don't understand quite what that dice roller is then. Okay. Okay.
These are small craft, so they are slightly harder to hit, so difficulty E4. And then you do get assisted by the ship's security weapons. And the ship. As the phaser ray lances out and just grazes this as person's hull. No damage. Why is this not working? 1, 2. There we go. 2 players have gone, so the bad guys are gonna go. This guy's gonna turn around and make a attack pattern. So that is con engines. Crew task force 2. Or not. They tried to do an attack roll, but they actually he drift out of position. I'm gonna take 2 threat, keep the initiative. And this guy is going to yep, that's right. He's gonna do an impulse burn directly towards you. And that is bad guy's turn. It is now player's turn.
Do you want to Max, do you want to go and activate our second tactical officer? Because there's nothing to fix yet.
Yeah, that sounds perfectly fine.
So, Zagor.
Activating Zagor. And what's the order?
Fire on that fighter that is on an interception course.
Okay. That's gonna be control all security. Control security, difficulty 3, assisted by weapon security.
You roll it, Maddox and Society if you want to spend dice. I'll do the ship.
Would you like to spend any dice? Nice, Maddox.
Yeah, we do 1 momentum for an extra dice.
All right. 1 momentum. Go ahead and roll 3 dice.
Roll on the assistant or on mine?
You roll Zarg's 3 dice.
Okay.
Yep. So I should be able to. Yep, that guy.
Zogar, okay.
Yep. And yes, he has a focus.
I think that'll do
So
it.
6 out of 3. Gain a 3 momentum. As that is a hit, go ahead and roll this ship's damage dice.
Is that off the ship or just challenge dice?
It should be on the ship near the bottom.
Was this phasers?
This was phasers, yes.
Yeah, basically.
Yep, so click the delta next to the phaser ray and it should be keyed in already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would you like to spend a momentum to re-roll those 3 zeros?
Oh, we can
Yes.
use versatile because it has versatile too.
Okay, so 1 versatile to re-roll. Go ahead.
Yep, and
Just roll 3 each challenge dice. Oof.
Sorry, I didn't hit enter.
so that means it's so we'll just take. The
I'll just take the first 3. So
Yeah, so that's plus
My
4
bad.
and
plus 4 plus 7, that is a total of 11. As 1 breach, 2 breach, and pop.
Yeah, these
As
are
that fighter is just scattered across the stars. Or
disabling shots, not kill shots.
okay. So the back half is scattered across the stars, but the cabin and area is still there. She'll be alive for the next 15 minutes. That was player's turn. Do you wish to keep the initiative for free on your first round?
Yeah, because Balu isn't muted, could we scan the civilian fighter to figure out why they would be attacking it?
Yeah, can you roll for me?
Yeah.
Do that.
I got you.
Sweet.
Okay.
Thanks.
Scroll to scan the freighter. That would be reason science difficulty 3, or
I guess
difficulty
use
2.
Presence instead, or not. What's the one next to presence? I have it's whatever's right above present.
Yeah.
Reason.
Yeah. Okay. So science, presence, and the difficulty 2.
Assisted by the ship's sensors or science, which brings down to difficulty 1.
I will spend a momentum for a third dice.
All right. Gain 1 on momentum. This appears to be the SS Solar Relief, Trill, civilian and transport that has been not co-opted, but hired by the Federation to ferry relief, to ferry humanitarian and aid and relief items to Cardassia. And this ship appears to have such cargo and personnel on board right now.
Okay, so now we know why these fighters are attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any idea on what I should spend the 1 float on? Because we actually got 2 excess successes from that roll, so that's 2 dice.
Oh yeah. Any additional information and status of the freighter?
Yeah.
Okay. For 1 momentum. She has as severe breaches to her structure, life support is failing in some sectors, holding in some warp drive. Was completely shot out.
But their shields and everything is still up.
Shields are down. Well, actually, no. Oh, shields are at 50%. They've managed to regain it over time.
So yes. So what still are these fighters?
They're scale 2.
Ah. Okay.
So you could effectively one-shot them. It's just trying to get to each one.
You okay?
But with that, it is now my turn. As this guy can't move again and just saw his friend and blew up. So you already tried an attack action. I forgot. Do these little guys have torpedoes at this range? No, that is silly. Well, this fighter here is going to fire on the freighter. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. And manages to hit. Oh, really? All right, so okay, this thing's just messing up. Should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first 4. Do 4 points of damage, and their shields are down. As the freighter takes a hit to sensors.
So back to us.
Yeah, I'll have one of you go one more time. I'm to fill in Bog's turn.
We'll actually have the con officer move the ship between us and the fighters.
Okay, where would you like to go?
I think around, like in a way, so yeah, just to intercept the
Just like right here?
yeah.
Okay. So that'll be a control con roll, difficulty 2, and it'll cost us 2 power to get there on impulse.
Okay.
Wait,
who
no, wait.
am I?
That's 5. I messed up my math. 1 power.
Okay, so who am I rolling? Magnus?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, so let's spend a crew point. They have a focus of flight control systems, and would this be control con?
Yes. Assisted by the ship's engine con.
Someone will roll engine con. What's the difficulty again?
Difficulty 1.
Yeah, okay. And for the ship is engine cons, correct?
Correct. Oof. So I'll use that 2 to squash the complication.
Yep.
Yep. All right, and spend 1 power. You do manage to get into new position, and you do have improved impulse drive. Oh, that's only if you do attack pattern and evasive action or ramming speed.
Yeah, okay.
So otherwise that is it. This guy's gone. This guy is gone. This guy's gonna do another attack run. Maneuver forward, attack run. Lucky hit. That's on Bear Hall, so still another damage system to engines.
Hey, quick question. Is this a new scene?
From your direct, yes.
Okay, so when... Okay, so yeah, so we got this.
Yep. Where'd that freighter go? Because I actually have to track this. All right, and then this one is actually going to be really derpy. Maneuver here and try firing on you. And since I'm spending it on you, I'm going to spend to roll up to 4 dice. And please hit. Maybe. No! As it completely whiffs its attack. Like as it comes around the nacelle, tries firing on you and misses.
So is that everyone?
Yep, that is everyone. Turns reset.
Okay, I'll go first. I will use my direct to direct Zargor to fire at the guy behind us.
Okay. Definitely within range. Okay, so within optimal range, still a small craft, so difficulty 3.
Okay.
Difficulty 3, control security.
And no matter what for my assist, it's always going to be security, command presence.
Yep. Command. Yeah. Direct is always a command presence assist. Would Zogger like to spend any momentum for extra dice?
1 threat for an extra dice.
Okay. This needs to go to this person, and then 1 threat for an extra dice. Woo! You have 1 float, as that is a direct hit.
Okay, we'll use that 1 float to make sure that the ship will be disabled and not blown up.
Okay.
Uh, 7 damage.
They still have 1 shield left.
Okay, we'll do pen 1 with versatile.
Or you just do versatile and 1 extra damage. Yep.
Yeah.
Regardless, this one fries the engines and pour out plasma, and it starts tumbling in through space temporarily.
Okay, I'll do 2 momentum to keep the initiative and have a knight attack this fighter up here to disable.
All right. Knight, you're going to be doing a control security roll, difficulty 3, assisted by the ship's weapons security. Would you like to buy any additional dice?
I was going to, but I see we've gone down from 6 to 4, so I will
You
just
could
go
also
as we are.
spend a threat if you want. Also, I forgot to go the ship's assist. So
No, so 1 more.
yeah, so send that into a 5.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that. Were you saying turn that into a 5?
I forgot to go the ship's assist.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, that was not bad. I should have got that.
Yeah, so
I'll add a dice then to make it 3. and bring it back down to full.
All right.
Momentum.
1 momentum down. Rolling 3
So you said
dice.
control security, right?
Control security. And your focus in tactical systems does apply.
All right, that makes up for the earlier roll.
Yep. And the ship. Oof. Okay, so that's 6, 7 out of 3. So that's 4 momentum. Bunch of float. 2 float out on top of this. And go ahead and roll the phaser damage.
Which is just hitting the phaser ray on the starship, right? I'm guessing it's-
Yep, it should already be keyed in. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage already. And pop, drift goes the weasel.
I have an idea for the 2 float if you want to hear my suggestion.
Please do.
Maybe seeing how fast we taken out their fighters, maybe allow one that they see the odds and they might be on the side of going to surrender.
Ooh, you use this as an intimidation. Yeah, I'll allow 2 momentum and for that.
Yeah. You okay?
If Knight would like to.
Yes, please.
All right.
Yeah, by the way, nice shot, Knight.
Captain, go ahead and roll me you have a command of 5. Go ahead and roll me 7 challenge dice.
I'd like
you-
to spend 1 momentum to reroll this 4.
Yep. I was just gonna ask. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that is okay. Wednesdays and yeah, they're both still in system. Would you like to keep the initiative? Oh wait, we already have, because Knight just went. I need to track this better.
That's fine.
So Knight went. Alright, so we have the 2 guys. This one is going to surrender, and this one is going to attempt to warp out.
Okay, so yeah, so we'll have the con officer to move again to be in phaser range of the escaping fighter.
Of the escaping fighter? Oh yeah, it already left.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
But you could chase ace it. You just have to. You could chase it. You just have to put more power in your warp engines, and than they did. Again, it's a fighter. How much power do you want to put into your warp drive to jump after it?
How fast could we beam up the prisoners from the the crews of the 3 fighters?
It would take one whole turn to. Yeah, it'll take one whole engineering turn to beam them up.
Maddox, you got that?
Aye, sir.
All right, for emergency beam outs from, you want to do just the 3 injured fighters, or do you want to beam up the crew of the uninjured one as well?
Oh yeah, let's do all 4.
Okay. Let's see. Not a pad from a pad. Oh wait, I think there's also a range category with. Yeah, you have to be within close range of a ship to aim to and from it.
Okay, then change that and let's just change to a chase. We'll spend 6 power from the engines.
Very well. Pursuit course are laid in.
I'm going to also go the warp core.
Yep.
We gain back 2, so we only spend 4.
Yep. And with 6 power, you easily catch up to them. Whoops, wrong direction. No!
Okay, so we'll have I'll spend 2 momentum to keep the initiative to have Zagor fire.
Okay. Again, to disable.
Yeah, this is going to be a call shot, which doesn't really affect the difficulty because we have that upgrade.
Yep.
At the engines.
Called shot at the engines.
And
they're definitely in optimal range. This is going to be a control security difficulty 3.
1 momentum, and someone will go for the ship.
And someone's rolling for the ship. Yep. 1, 2, and 3. Right on the button.
One momentum to eagle, no, 1 versatile to eagle, and can we use that second versatile to make sure that it doesn't make it go boom?
Yep.
Seven damage. And it automatically takes 1 to the engine.
Yep, that will be. Okay, so automatically takes 1 to the engine. That's another breach. Has just a sliver of shields left, but its engines are disabled.
Okay, 1 more momentum to make sure it actually stays disabled, unless it already is.
Nope, it's totally disabled now.
Okay.
And with that, all enemy combatants are brought down.
So are you going to treat the 1, 2, 3, the 5 beam-ins as action or just narrative?
At this point, I mean it's narrative because there's not really a time press anymore, or you can easily go to each one and right over top of them and beam them up. Where are you beaming your prisoners to? Guest quarters, holodeck 3, actually 2. You only have 2 holodecks.
Brig. And then Yeah, I'll tell Knight to bring a security team to the transporter room and escort them to the brig.
You can beam them
Roger that.
directly to the brig.
Oh, I can?
Yep.
Then I'll just tell Knight to get guards ready to guard the brig.
Okay.
And then we'll fly back to the freighter and hail them to see if they need any more assistance.
This can be engine secure. No. Control engineering difficulty 3, assisted by the ship's communications engineering. There's something interfering still.
I'll burn 1 momentum for an extra die.
All right.
I'd like to re-roll that third die.
Wait, can't we? Oh yeah, I forgot you have the ability to. And what's the ship rolling?
The ship's rolling communications engineering.
But we got it. Good job, Maddox.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Again, very staticky. There's something that is just dampening the subspace radio frequencies in the region, but you managed to punch through.
Okay, I'll say this is Graham Calder of the USS Svalinn. Do you require any assistance?
I require a lot more than that. My ship has holes in it. Structural integrity's eased down. My left nacelles, I was not registering, and we have injured over here.
Okay, we'll have your injured beamed onto our ship to assist them, and we'll send out engineering crews to assist with your ship. I'll tell Maddox to get the engineering crew, get repair crews ready, and bring out some work bees.
Okay.
Aye, sir.
And then I'll calm medbays to prepare for some patients coming in.
All right, and I'm assuming you stand down from red alert. Would you like to go to yellow or green?
Yellow. And while that, I would like to have Lilac find the source of the jamming.
Okay. First things first. Maddox, do you beam directly on board the ship, or would you like to take a shuttle and do a once around, to look at it?
Well, I did say to he has access to use the work bees if he wanted to.
Yep. I was just wondering if Maddox himself is in there, or if he's gonna send a crew in the work bees.
Yeah, I think Maddox would send a crew in the work bays. I don't think he would personally get into one. He just which we should be able, we could do a flyby on the ship from the Svalinn, right?
Yeah, that's also a thing.
We'll just do that, and then I'll just beam directly into the ship.
All right.
With the
wait,
captain's permission.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Okay. Most of the damage appears to be on the port nacelle. and along the body of the port side. There are some ventilated compartments and along this corridor between the engines and the bridge, but through some careful navigation, it is possible to walk from one end to the other, or without a EVA suit.
Okay, I'll direct the engineering crews that are manning the worker bays to concentrate on those exterior points.
Okay. Give me a presence engineering difficulty E2 to direct them into what they need to do.
I think this is a place to spend a determination, perhaps.
It might be.
Engineer heals the ship as the medic heals the crew.
Yep, I'll allow that.
So I re-roll one or both.
You can reroll all your entire pool. There we go.
Well, that was fruitful.
Gain 2 momentum as your engineering teams are off on healing the exterior of the solar leaf.
Did you throw in the advantage from the work bees?
Yes, that I was including the advantage of the work bees. So I'm going to set up an extended task. No, not yellow. And probably not that big. Resistance, work track. No, not that much. Alright, so difficulty 3, magnitude 3. Control plus engineering to repair the ship, and there's not an explicit time element, but I am keeping track.
For no reason at all, right?
No reason at all. No. Just time might be of the essence.
All right, I'll burn 1 momentum for a 3rd die for the first roll.
All right.
And I will re-roll the bad roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I can only re-roll 1 with the.
With the cautious, yeah, it's just 1 dice.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yep. But not quite enough. If there's a lot of debris, you have to get out of the way before you can even start making repairs first.
You know what? I'm going to give Maddox my determination.
You can certainly do
Maddox? I have engineering.
Captain's already assisted.
Okay.
Yeah, that means you can reroll your pool. Let me first reroll my veteran. I don't get it back, so no chain.
But you do have another error determination engine point you can use to reroll your entire roll or try to reroll that 0.
Yep, up to you, Maddox.
I'll just re-roll the 0.
All right. And same value as before, an engineer heals the ship.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
And I forgot to roll to see if I got my momentum back as well.
Yep, roll a challenge dice.
That'll do it, right?
Yep. So you get your determination back. I'm not sure how a vet train works between characters. Okay. Maddox, go ahead and roll another one more challenge dice. Just see if you would have got your determination back before. There it is again. Nope. Okay. So Maddox got their determination back previously. So Calder, you still have your determination.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Because I forgot that Maddox is also a veteran.
I think we all forgot.
Yeah, I need to keep track of that and stuff better.
Oh, that's fine.
But in the meantime, I need 2 plus your engineering score, so 7 challenge dice to see how much work we get done. One
I
event
think
to
I'll
reroll.
burn a momentum and re-roll 6 dice.
Yep. There we go. So 1, 2,
That's 9 work.
3. That's 9 work.
You really almost did 2 breakthroughs.
I call it a good start.
Yeah, that is definitely a good start. Meanwhile, we don't quite have our doctor back yet, but we do have a bunch of prisoners within the. We do have a bunch of prisoners in the brig.
Yes. I would like to ask the captain permission to interrogate the prisoners.
I'd go for it.
Can I join Knight? Just
You
to scan and stuff?
yeah, well, yeah, I want you to figure out what's causing the jam.
Yep. So we'll get to you in a moment.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yep. Yep. That's less intense music.
So, what kind of prisoners are we looking at here?
You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're looking at 10 and Bajorans in various civilian flight suits. So they're not military standard issue, but they're definitely a flight suits that a civilian would use in their personal craft.
So, I would be asking, which one of you is in charge here?
I suppose that would be me.
Do you realize you're attacking a Federation vessel?
You do realize as that vessel was in Bajoran space.
Which is now part of the Federation?
And the gentleman you're talking to is Jar Kin. So, Mr. Jar.
Didn't ask his name.
Yeah.
So, as you're attacking a Federation ship, that comes with a pretty hefty time in prison. maybe it would be something we could help reduce if you could let us know who or why you're attacking the ship.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. We don't want any goods going into the planet of murderers and thieves.
Ship was bound for Cardassia, not Bajor.
At that, he punches the wall. Not doing any damage, but just anger.
So where did you get the ships from?
Places.
Come now, you don't look smart enough to concocted this plan all on your own.
Okay. Let's do present security opposed. He doesn't want to tell you, but you might be able to crack him.
Yeah, okay. Task roll 3. So I'm going to roll with interrogation techniques.
Okay,
We'll
and
use
what
these in
does
my
that
focus.
give you?
It's a focus. So
Okay, interrogation
focus side.
techniques as a focus. Would you like to spend threat for extra dice?
Yes. If that's okay with everyone else, I'm going to add. Yes, I want to add threat.
How
I'm
much?
going to throw out 3 dice, right? So what is it I need to spend? Just for 1 extra dice, I think. What's the challenge I'm rolling against?
It's opposed. So, you're both gonna be rolling dice, and when highest roll wins.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I guess is it 1 threat per dice?
It's 1 threat for the first one, 2 threat for the second, and
I'll just
3
roll an extra
threat.
one then.
Okay. Yeah, it's like escalating. I'm gonna take that threat and spin on this. I'm not sure I have focused. Increased complication. That's kind of a stretch. That'd be fair here. And your roll?
I can. Whenever I attempt to task with, I've got bold security. So whenever I attempt to task with that discipline, I may, and you buy 1 or more using threat, I may re-roll that 1. Is that okay?
Yep, you can re-roll that 0.
Perfect. Just what I
I
wanted.
mean, I think
But he
one
does-
because he complicated.
Yep, he does have a complication, which
I missed that.
Nope.
There we go. Look, turn the light on.
Nope, valid tactic. Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, this is a tie of the complication, and you win, and he cracks. We are part of an organization, and that is fighting for our Bajoran independence.
But they already got that.
Not in their eyes.
Independence. Are you from the past?
Independence from alien influence on our world. Including yours.
So tell
Smooth
me,
nose.
how many of you are there?
Enough.
And if we wanted to try and open diplomatic channels with your group, who would we speak to?
My photon torpedoes. His ship didn't actually have photon torpedoes. These fighters aren't equipped with that.
At that point, I'm going to tap my command, open up a channel to the commander, and let them know, the captain know what's going on here.
Calder, you are so informed.
Yes, I'll acknowledge and I'll see if I could contact. I'm gonna guess the closest Federation base is Deep Space Nine, so we could just call them to bring in a shuttle to pick up these prisoners?
Yep. But you still have that problem of the interference. You're having trouble communicating outside of this outside of this immediate region.
Yeah, I'll ask Balu. How much longer it'll take to figure out the source, and I will, if I can, direct him.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Roll a
Am I allowed to direct?
I will allow you to direct him for the scene. To find out this interference. Reason science difficulty E3 assisted by the ship. Sensor science. So that brings it down to 2.
Oh, just roll for me already? Or nope, that's
Nope, that's someone else.
Wait, let me double check what the dice was because I accidentally turned my focus on. I think I rolled
It's
it.
a 2.
Yeah, so
present science.
Okay.
What's the difficulty on this, or do I find out?
It's difficulty E2 or 3.
Oh.
Difficulty 3 brought down to 2 because of the advanced sensor array.
And the ship. Does someone want to do the ship for me?
Yep, sensor science.
Oh my god, the ship saved us.
So 2, 4, 5 on difficulty 3. 2 momentum generated. And on your Discord, you'll be receiving some information, Ensign Lal. Against battle. Signal.
All right. See what it says. Can I ask questions about this now, or?
Yes. As you can ask additional questions.
Looks like
you get
this is a
one
subspace jamming signal.
Yeah, you get one free
coming from
question.
multiple locations, and 5 nodes in the network. I'm assuming that means that there's 5 locations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you get one free question from being a science officer, and then the rest will have to be momentum spends.
All right. Can I identify the who is generating the jamming signal? Like, is there a fingerprint?
Yep.
Captain, it appears it's this is coming from the Breen. Did you have any other questions for me?
Well, it's not specifically coming from the Breen, but it's a Breen signature. A technology they would use.
The signature appears to be whoever's jamming, sending out the subspace jamming signal is using Breen technology.
Okay, I will relay that information to Knight that That the jamming is being used by Green Tech.
Can I, since the jamming is happening from multiple locations, can I find, is there a central controller? I'll spend a momentum to find if there's a central controller. Nah, it doesn't look like there's a central location that's controlling these 5 nodes. They are distributed, and we'd have to take them all out.
Okay. Knight, did you get my update?
Yes. Roger that, Captain. I would like to ask the prisoner another question, GM.
All right. Back in the brig, you discreetly receive this information and go back to the holding cells.
Well, so much for your fight for independence when you're being run by the Breen. I want to say it's Confederacy? By
Yeah,
the Breen.
Confederacy.
Let's just go with the Breen.
Well, we can use alien technology to better ourselves. We just don't want alien influence on our planet.
I relay information back to the captain that it doesn't look like this is a Breen control plot. They're just using their technology.
Lieutenant, good job down there. Also, welcome back, Doctor. You have some patients who require your mad skills.
All right.
Yes.
I hate to hear that.
In the sick bay, several civilian engineers that were en route out to a civilian and ground project somewhere have been injured on this ship. Basic stuff, plasma burns, broken bones, that kind of stuff.
All right. Well, we'll definitely need to treat them when we have a moment.
Yep. Zoom out. There we go. So, Doctor's gonna have an extended task.
I'm not interrupting somebody else's time at this.
Oh no, you came back perfect timing.
Perfect
Okay.
timing. We were just in between scenes.
Okay, good.
All right, so difficulty 3, magnitude 3, work track 14. In control medicine and tasked to heal all these people up, and you can get assistance from the ship's computer medicine.
Yes, definitely do that.
Okay.
Oh, not a lot of momentum, is there?
Yeah, apologies, we had some mad. Yep.
Let's see here. Just reading some of my talents, see if there's anything I want to maybe spend a threat to utilize here. Okay, and you say it's an increased difficulty? Or did you say What did you tell me on the?
It's a difficulty 3. He's starting out.
Okay, is that an increased difficulty?
No, that's
normally be?
yeah, that's what it'd normally be.
Just
Yeah.
what it is. Okay. All right. Well, I think that my emergency medicine will be a good focus for that.
And you also
Absolutely.
have your free advantage from medbay. Well, chief of medicine.
Okay. Does that give me where on my task roll I'd put a 3 then? Or is that?
No. Oh, that could be to reduce difficulty or reduce difficulty or reduce complication. You can. So instead of rolling difficulty 3 right now, you can say I'm using my med bay and this task roll is now difficulty 2.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
That.
Difficulty 2.
All right. Ugh. All right. It's not. Somebody can roll the ship, I guess. I rolled haven't been stellar yet, so.
Computer's medicine.
Does somebody have like a little alien that's sitting next to them? Like.
I think it's Balabu because he has a bird, pet bird.
Aha.
Oh, are you talking about Raja?
Yeah, Gotcha is being pretty loud.
Yeah.
Oh, it was pretty cool. The first time I heard him, I'm like, all right, I don't know if that's like a sound effect for one of the people I'm working on, but that was dope. But
it sounded like a character.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool sounding. It sounded like some alien.
Yeah. I've people have told me, is there a baby elephant in like nearby, or people ask me about all sorts of weird sound effects that he makes.
I mean, definitely doesn't sound human, but unfortunately, unless you can pull a reroll all out, this is not gonna make it this turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use a value here. All
right.
I can. Is that something I can do?
That is something you can do to reroll.
Okay. The drive to heal and save lives, I feel like, is probably good here.
Absolutely.
All right, so then do I reroll just one dice, or?
You can reroll just one dice. You can reroll all the dice in your pool if you like.
Well, that was so utterly disgusting of a roll. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to reroll both of them. Why not? Hey, look at there!
Nice. 2 momentum. Generated as you get a running start on healing these 14 people.
All right.
On your challenge dice.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure what I needed to do there.
On the challenge dice underneath your task roller, are you gonna enter 7? So it's 2.
7?
Yep, 2 plus your relevant department.
Okay.
And you can spend a momentum to re-roll those zeros.
Yes, I'd like to.
All right.
So I just put in a 3 now?
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll just add it together.
Well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Resistance 1. So 6 work done and at least 1 breakthrough.
Now on the value, when I use that, I don't burn it yet. If I have to use it again, that's when I actually burn that value. Is that how that works?
Yes. And so if you have to reach again for, if you have to reach again for or another determination, you can look at a value and say, this is not working for me. This is holding me back. I'm going to strike it, get another point of determination. And then at the end of the episode, you will rewrite that value.
Okay, all right.
But
I'd
yeah,
rather
that's
not
in
do
a.
that. I like that one. But,
yeah, that's a desperation move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we continue working on this, don't we?
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we'll cross over to the Solar Leaf and Maddox working on repairing the ship. So we have control engineering difficulty 2 task ahead of you. Maddox.
I'll burn 1 momentum for a third die.
All right.
And I will re-roll 1 of those.
Okay. Uh-oh.
I think I need to squat. Well, I guess I'm going to burn my determination again.
All right. Another determination.
Now, do I have to use a different value or what?
You can keep using the same value as long as you have a determination for it, and it fits the scenario.
That's right. That's right. All right. Yeah. So I'll stick with engineer healing the ship as a medic heals the crew.
Okay. There we go. 2 momentum generated and 7 challenge dice.
Do not get it back. That's enough to finish it, isn't it?
That's enough to finish it. Yep, because you get 1 breakthrough for finishing the track, 1 breakthrough for 5. So, oh yeah, in 2 swift moves, you have managed to repair the ship. She can now go under warp.
Tap my comm badge and update the commander of the status of the ship.
Good job, Maddox. We return to the ship.
On my boy back, sir.
All right. As Maddox beams backs up, Lol, you're still trying to figure out this mystery of the subspace jamming technology. So you've determined that it is Bream tech, and it seems to be coming from multiple locations, and it's just flooding the local system. Is there anything else you want to do? Research, scans?
Let's you know what? We should probably investigate one of. I'm going to recommend we. Do we need to get it's blocking all communication out of the system?
Yes. In fact, it's almost blocking ship-to-ship communication, but you've managed to kind of cut through it.
So we're not going to be able to type beam a communication out for assistance.
Nope.
Okay.
I know
then,
what we.
Captain, I suggest I suggest we investigate the jamming in case we need, in case we get ambushed. In case we get attacked or need additional help, and start taking these nodes out.
We could. How far is DS9? Because I think that's close. Because we could do is, escort, the freighter there, and they could do some of the major stuff, and then we could report the findings to them.
Okay. I'm gonna ask someone to. Before that, I'm gonna ask someone to do a reason con roll assisted by the ship's computer con to calculate how long it'll take to get to DS9.
Okay, well,
Good idea.
Yeah, we'll have Maddox do it, and we'll spend a momentum. They have astronavigation, which will be their focus.
Yep.
Our sense is being used here.
Somebody got the ship roll?
It's actually computers.
Okay.
It's computers con,
Okay,
as you're just doing the math.
Okay, so 3 dice. Ooh, not electrical the ship. Okay, that's 3 success.
3 successes out of 2. Okay. For you, it'll take you about 4 hours at high warp or to get to DS9. For this old civilian in Tug, you're talking 12 hours. Even at its maximum and warp, which is probably not suggested considering you just did some delicate repairs to its structure.
Even if we tow it with the tractor beams?
You could tow it with a tractor beam and bring it down to 6 hours, but there's a risk of shearing the hull.
What if, even if we push it with the projector? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, 6 hours. Can we find a, what about, is there a way to disable a certain number of these, what are they called again?
Jamming nodes?
Of these nodes? Yeah, jamming nodes. Is there that we
in
so
theory,
we
if you can find them and blow them up, but you haven't found them yet.
Okay, can I scan for their location? Or at least, yeah, I would like to scan for their locations.
Okay. That's going to be, these are relatively hidden. I'm going to increase the difficulty. I'm going to be a bit mean. This is going to be Reason Science, and it's difficulty 4. Assisted by the ship's computers, ship's sensor science. That brings it down to difficulty 3.
Okay, I'm going to give him a determination and pay them to give him the equivalent of an extra dice that does a critical success. So that means.
You're using your Christopher Pike?
No. Oh no. No, I'm giving him a determination.
Okay.
I don't have Christopher Pike.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. So we have control.
I'm gonna spend a momentum also.
Okay.
You would have to spend a second one for the third dice because of how I'm doing my determination spend for you.
Yep.
Okay, I guess I'll spend 2 then.
Or you can spend 1 threat, 1 momentum. That'll work too.
We get a lot of I think we make back momentum, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I already said it, so let's just go momentum.
Okay. We'll just take your last roll. So you're at 5, and then the ship's sensor science roll.
And I don't get it back.
Did
Ship sensor science.
Yeah, I got it.
How does the captain's determination work exactly?
He gave you a determination, and he spent it to give you a critical success die. So
okay.
Yeah. So
it's +2. Yeah.
So we end up with 5 successes.
Plus the ship. 6 successes out of 3. 3 momentum generated. And let me pull this up. The location of the jamming devices will be appearing momentarily. They're appearing as question marks on the screen.
Oh, just on top of those ships, huh?
From the ships.
Captain, it appears we have the ships that we destroyed have green jamming devices on them, preventing.
Not destroyed, disabled. They're still floating out there in various conditions of unhappy.
Yeah, I think this one's the worst because that's pretty much left was the
Just the front half of it.
Yeah. So is that one's jamming still fine?
Yep.
Okay.
The one that's close by, is that one just disabled or is it also destroyed?
Yeah, all of them are.
All of them are. Actually, this one unsurrendered, so that one's still intact. It's just powered down, adrift in a holding orbit.
Okay, so
Captain, I suggest you ask Knight to figure out, ask his prisoners to on how to disable the jamming devices.
Yeah, I'll relay that to Lieutenant Knight.
We could also bring one of the devices aboard and examine it.
That would be my recommendation
yeah.
too, Captain.
Yeah. Yeah. While you try try an interrogation, we'll have Maddox do it at the same time. Kind of a two-prong assault.
Back in sickbay, Doctor is still healing people. Luckily, no one. You got all the critical cases out first. This is just setting bones and healing burns, that kind of stuff.
Sadly, Boggs is BRB.
Oh. Never mind. And then let's poke alien tech. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, so yeah, we'll track it in the closest fighter into our hangar bay.
Okay. That's free. That's no issue.
Wait, since there's devices that are still working on it, should we track it and might explode or something?
Captain already gave the order. It's in your hangar bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let's first have a crew do a quick scan on the ship itself if it has any explosives.
Okay.
Right.
I'll allow this to be a reason security role. You can have a NPC lead it. Difficulty 2. And assisted by the ship's sensors or security, bringing down difficulty 1. Because you have those fancy smashy sensors.
Yeah, we'll have Tavel do it. They will spend a momentum. They have no focus.
Even though it's diff 1? Okay.
Oh, I diff 1 said no spend.
Okay.
Someone will go for the ship.
Sensor security for the ship. All right, 1 momentum generated. As well, Well, it doesn't have anything that explicitly looks like an explosive. It does have a matter-antimatter reactor. So, I mean, it's as safe as any other shuttle in your bay. But it doesn't look like there's anything explicitly an explosive device, incendiary, any sort of booby trap.
Okay, so it's safe to put inside without the difficulty of.
Oh, I didn't say it was safe. If that's just your assumption.
Somebody is evil tonight.
Somebody's got a little bit of an attitude, don't we?
As far as your sensor sweep, you can tell there's no explicit booby traps, incendiary devices, or anything that's rigged to explode if it's not accessed a certain way.
Okay, so
it's as safe as any other shuttle you can bring in. Yes, it's fine.
Okay.
This is how we all die, guys. It's fine.
Okay, I will tell.
Let's see.
Contact
How much is it to trigger a warp core? Never mind. Okay. Maddox, the shuttlecraft has been brought into. The fightercraft has been brought into the shuttle bay, and you have been asked to find a Breen jamming device. How would you like to go about that?
I will grab my engineering tricorder and give it a good look over.
Looking specifically for
the source of the jamming signals.
Okay. Maddox, would you like Bowel or Lal to assist you?
Well, considering that he is the one that found them, his assistance would probably be valuable.
Okay. It's gonna be a reason engineering roll, difficulty 3. Bowel can assist with reason science by describing how the carrier wave looks.
I'll burn one momentum for a third die.
Okay.
I'm not going to burn any momentum.
For assistance, and you just roll 1 dice.
Oh, then you can pick either one. I failed.
Yep.
I'll re-roll my 1.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to reset it. First one, right?
Yep, first one. So we have the 3. We succeeded at the task, but
let's squash that complication.
Aw. Okay. Complications and squash. Initially, a Lal was giving you a bunch of very scientific terms, and you're confused by it. And like, no, I just need like just plain simple English, man. Don't give me the quantum variance. But eventually, you do work it out, and you find that the jamming device it's a shipborne or jamming device, and it's been shoved into the nose cone of the fighter. It looks like it was kind of spliced in secondhand, and like wasn't meant to fit in there, but they made it fit in there.
Should be fairly simple to perform surgery and remove.
Yep. Control engineering difficulty 2.
The way I'm rolling, I'm going to burn momentum for a third die.
All right.
I hate nights like that where the dice just are evil.
All right, I got it.
Yep. you're easily able to remove it, and you can pull it out of the aircraft, and the device is still, functional. It's just no longer powered because it was powered by the shuttlecraft systems.
I'll tap my communicator and let the captain know I've successfully removed the device.
Okay, I'll call Max to see if he can figure out a way to disable these things remotely.
I'll take it back to engineering and work on it, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Since we have Dr. Bog back, let's do another control medicine roll. See if you can heal up the rest of these guys.
Control medicine.
We're now down to difficulty 2. You can use your sick bay to bring that down to difficulty 1.
Yes, I'd
They're all
love to do
Bajoran,
that.
right?
I didn't catch that. What was that?
They're all Bajoran?
No. Oh, the civilians he's healing are all sorts of Federation and races.
Oh, okay.
Human, Bolian, couple trills. There's actually a Klingon on there, but he's registered as a civilian of the Federation.
Neat.
I don't know why I thought, is he going to say he's registered as a human? I was like, where are we going with that?
I was like, wait, what's the proper terminology? Yeah, he's a citizen of the Federation. And he actually has
in some of the stuff I do as far as my emergency management stuff, when you start talking about somebody's registered, it's never good. So I was like, where are we going with this? But all right, I'm going to use the ship to reduce the difficulty, and
yep.
I've got oh boy, I don't want to have to spend the momentum. I think I'm going to just try this outright how we do it here. Okay, and then the computer?
Mm-hmm.
The ship, rather?
Yep, computer medicine.
Somebody got that, or do you want me to? Ooh, I really wish somebody else would have rolled that. How can I quash that? How do you do that?
You'd have to spend 2 momentum, which we don't have. Actually, wait, we do have, because you generate an extra one, so...
Okay, I'm going to spend that.
Okay, yep.
Complication.
So for all the momentum, and quash the complication. As funny enough, it was that Klingon on the Klingon engineer who gave you trouble because you didn't have his specific blood type. Because yeah, if you don't normally carry Klingon blood.
Yeah, and I don't know the Klingon death ritual, so it's a good thing I saved him.
There's a lot of howling.
Yeah.
And
all right, go.
I will just say this: if you do spend 30, remember you got that beautiful reroll.
Yes.
Yes, but the reroll wouldn't carry over to the ship's complication.
Oh.
Yeah, there's specific talents that allow that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also you still got that advantage, so you could decrease the difficulty by 1 unless.
Yep,
yeah,
we already did that.
Yeah, I did do that.
Yep, so complications taken care of.
Okay, so do I roll challenge dice now to?
Yep, we're rolling 7 challenge dice to see how much work we get done.
Okay. Come on, roll decent.
Come on.
Yeah, fortunately we don't have any medicine. Yeah, we don't have any momentum to reroll or generate extra, so that is 5 total, resistance 1, so we got 4 work done, but unfortunately no breakthroughs.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and roll again.
I've got a question. Can only one person help you? In other words, like I've got the ship's computer helping me, but could I also have like medical staff help me?
Yeah, you can pull. NPC to help you.
To roll as well.
Yep. In some situations, and if you have more than one person helping you, it might increase the complication range or difficulty.
Okay.
But in this situation, yeah, you can totally pull a nurse aside to help you with this.
Well, yeah, I would think that would, with multiple patients, that might make it easier. Actually,
Yep.
Might even reduce complications and or difficulty rather. But okay. I don't know. What do you think, Captain? Should we activate somebody or just keep bumping along at what we're doing? We're only allowed so many activations per game, right?
I think you're at. Oh, why did my music stop? Yeah, you have one more activation left.
Well, let's just keep going with it. I don't want to. We may need that later. We still got a lot of game session left, so.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just keep working at it.
All right. Control medicine.
Roll again. Okay.
Yep. Control medicine and brought down to difficulty 1.
There we go. Maybe generate some momentum for you guys here.
That's what we're looking for.
Somebody else want to roll the ship this time? Last time that was a big old dud for me.
Still computers and medicine?
Yep.
Yeah. Nice. There you go.
Woof. Knock this out of the park. All right. So we're up to 5 momentum now. Roll your 7 in challenge size, and we should be able to clean sweep this.
You just cursed me by saying that.
I am very curse-worthy today.
Is that enough to make it, or do I need to probably re-roll those 2?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 4. Yeah, probably gonna need to re-roll those 2.
Okay, so come on, Mama needs a new pair of shoes. There we go.
Yep, easily with that. You fill the work track and get more than 5. And you managed to heal all the civilians.
Excellent. We'll just make sure we're monitoring them and that they continue to recover. Put my nursing staff on basically just making them comfortable and make sure no complications arise.
Excellent. Very excellent. Okay, slight distraction there, but let's move to Lieutenant Knight. Was there any other questions you wanted to ask these Bajoran and terrorists, for lack of a better word?
I can't think of anything else right now, unfortunately.
Okay, so you're just gonna let them sit and contemplate their failures in life?
Love it.
Excellent. What would you be up to at this point?
I think at this point I would just be returning to the bridge and checking over the systems to make sure everything's good.
All right.
Oh yeah, could you explain our tactical officer to Knight?
Oh yeah, your relief tactical officer is Gorn. 7 foot tall, 300 pound and rippling Gorn, but friendly enough.
I can't wait to find out how that came to be, but sounds good.
Yeah, we don't question it that much.
Cultural exchange program or refugee. Actually, he's actually a refugee.
Oh wow, I assumed it was some sort of amazing role to create a new character or something was allowed, but okay, it's just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
And what's their name?
Zogar.
Zogar. Yeah, so I would be prepping because we're down for red alert. Alpha shift ended a little while ago, as far as I recall. So I'll be checking things out before I step down.
Mm-hmm.
Did Gorn ever show up after like the original series?
Sadly, no. I think they're mentioned on screen.
Animated.
Oh yeah, the animated series. They showed up a couple times. I think they're mentioned on screen a couple times in DS9.
Oh, okay.
I thought maybe were they not in Enterprise too? Didn't we see a little bit of them in Enterprise?
Yeah, we've
I'm
seen
not
them
sure.
in the Mirror episode of Enterprise.
Oh, the Mirror Enterprise. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's where you probably would remember the box because it is a Mirror episode.
Yeah, I would love to play just a game in the Mirror universe sometime. That's how much I love it.
All right. And I believe Eve Maddox was working on a means of remotely deactivating these jamming devices.
Yeah, I could see Balu assisting because it is something we might have to use the sensor dish to use.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's get that. No, I want to keep my threat for a moment. Engineering.
I never like
section.
it when the GM is like, "Oh, hang on, I gotta hold on to all this threat." That's never a good sign.
Let's do this in 2 stages. Reason plus. Oh wait, I can actually do it this way. We're gonna do a scientific theory or more of an engineering theory. So, how this works is first we're going to try to figure out different means of deactivating these. We're gonna go through an entire list of focuses and try to figure out which one is a means of deactivating these jamming devices, and it could be anything on your list or anything off the list. Yes, and you want to generate a pool of 3 to 5 focuses. And once you have your pool of 3 to 5, I will declare yes, there was a possible solution in there, or no, there was not a solution within that pool. And this is to represent you guys kind of theory crafting and poking at it and trying to figure out ways of remotely deactivating these things.
Yeah, just off of my list of focuses, the only thing I could see that might even have a shot is experimental technology.
Okay. And everyone on the table can get involved with this, not just the ones in the scene. So any other focuses that you can think of to deactivate these jamming devices?
Sensor applications,
That would be a good
Yeah, I
one.
think sensor upper.
targeting systems,
Okay.
Anything subspace. There's like some specialty subspace theory.
I'll take a subspace theory. So you have 4 right now. Do you want to add another one, or do you want to submit that to my desk?
Let's see, it's Breen technology.
Mm-hmm.
Since we have that detail, does anyone know anything about Breen? Like they mentioned anything specific? Like,
No, not specifically.
okay.
But I'll let Maddox take the lead on this. Are those 4 focuses that you want to submit to the GM to see if any one of them is a possible lead?
Yeah. Yes, we'll submit those.
Okay, final answer. Yes, one of these focuses is a possible solution into deactivating the jamming devices.
Just one?
I can only give it a yes or no.
Okay.
At least
now,
one.
yeah, at least one. Now, we move on to stage 2, where you take one of the focuses and you're going to be doing reason, engineering, or science against rolls, and you're trying to get as many successes as possible. I have a set number. I have a set number of successes in my head, somewhere between 1 and 10, and you're just gonna keep rolling dice until you hit the number of successes, and I'll either tell you yes to reach the goal or to keep going. So you could end up spending a lot of time and resources as chasing down on a wild rabbit trail if you choose the wrong one.
I have a feeling subspace theory is the best one to start with.
Okay.
Can I assist him?
Yes, you can assist him with 1 dice.
Yeah, don't we all roll 1 dice here?
Everyone in the scene, Ian rolls 1 dice.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to be in the scene, am I?
Unless you want to get involved with helping unjam subspace.
Yeah, that's probably not me.
I'm going to use my let's see, should I use my joined ability, like where I can just gain a focus, or just roll my regular 2
You
dice?
you could do that.
Or just 1 dice?
Yeah, you can use that for just 1 dice, or between you or Maddox, one person has to take the lead. And it's specifically control engineering.
I'll lead that
Control
then.
engineering.
Okay. Would you like to spend momentum or threat for extra dice?
Yes. Was it 3 momentum will get me 2 extra dice?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. You get 1 assist from... Oh, I'm in the wrong layer. There we go. You get 1 assist from Baloo. Ooh, lol. And you get 1 assist from the ship, computer engineering.
Okay, I'm gonna take the subspace theory.
Subspace theory focus from your join trail, because one of your hosts totally was insane with subspace theory.
Yeah.
Got it.
I can roll the ship unless somebody else wants to.
No, go ahead, Bog.
Go. What were you gonna say? Oh.
I was just gonna say, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
All you.
Okay, I should have made this harder. Right off the
Nah,
bat,
we're just that good, brother.
you are just that good. Once Maddox gets it's cooking, and he's cooking with fire. First time off the bat, within an hour of discovering this device, he's already torn it apart, dismantled it, put it back together. There 3 different times, and he's like, okay, so if we make a subspace beacon on this frequency, we should be able to knock out all the disruptors all at once.
And I tap my comm badge and let the commander know our progress.
You now have a valid solution for remotely disrupting all the disruptors. Anti-disrupting? I don't know.
That roll, we probably like tripled its bandwidth. Took it from 3G to 5G.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a thing, but it sounded cool.
Yeah, sounded cool. Commander, what would you like to do with this information?
Yeah, yes, I was away for a bit.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it's fine.
But
yes, so now we have a solution to deal with it. So let's. I would like to figure out how long until it takes for it to be working.
You just have to tune the deflector or set a subspace a pulse, and you should be good to go. Oh, you can have it ready in 5 minutes, Maddox.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So as soon as this is done, I would like to begin sending a message to DS9.
All right, this is gonna be an insane roll, because as there are 5 different disruptors you're trying to take out at once. That's part of the reason why all the communications have been messed up, why it's so hard to communicate even at medium range with each other. So control engineering, difficulty 5, assisted by the ship's communications engineering. How do you want to do this? This will count as a new scene for you, Commander.
Okay, I would like to direct.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely want to burn 1 momentum for an extra dime.
All right. You are getting an assist from Calder. or he tries. Lal, you can assist on this as well, using your scientific engineering.
Science.
I will re-roll the 1, or the 0.
Rerolling 0. Okay.
That'll do it.
Oh wait, am I doing reason? You mean reason science or reason engineering?
No. Oh, now you're actually doing it. So control engineering.
Oh, control. Right. Control engineering. And I rolled 2 dice or just 1?
Just 1 dice since you're assisting. See if you can get a momentum off that.
We got exactly 1 momentum.
What am I rolling for again?
This is to actually set up the subspace pulse to disable all the jamming signals.
Okay, since would this be related to something I did before?
Yeah.
I want to see if testing a theory comes into practice here, and
yes, it would.
Theory into practice.
Yep, testing a theory and theory into practice. You don't get the free dice, but you do get the reduced difficulty, so you get 1 extra momentum.
Okay, cool.
Yep, I will allow that because as you did help develop this technique. And with that, all the disruptor or devices is essentially short out, and you're finally able to get a message clear.
Should we scan the sector for other hostile entities?
Yeah. While you do that, I'll see if I could send a hail to DS9.
Okay, let's do the hail first. Control engineering difficulty 2. They're not too far away. Assisted by the ship's communications engines. Blech.
Maddox?
I'll burn 1 momentum for a 3rd time.
All right.
Comm engineering?
Yep. 1 extra momentum.
USS, right?
Wait a second,
2.
I think I think.
Never mind.
We both rolled it there, I think.
Yeah, you both rolled it.
Sorry.
That's fine. Channel is open.
This is the Svalinn to D Space 9. Do you read me?
Deep Space Nine to Svalinn, we read you.
We found a Federation freighter that was being attacked by some Bajoran dissidents. We have prisoners, and we'll be bringing the freighter to you.
Very well. What was the ID on that freighter?
I tell them the freighter's name.
The Solar Leaf. Yep. Very well. Yeah. Svalinn. We'll be expecting you in dock. What is your ETA?
I tell them.
Okay, and reason plus science and difficulty 2. Assisted by the ship's sensor science, bring it down to difficulty 1. For Lal.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Bring it down to difficulty 1.
Yep, because of your or super cool sensors.
Okay, so since I have theory into practice and I've scanned things like crazy already, can I reduce the difficulty? It says a minimum of 0.
Yes, you may. So you can just roll this from momentum.
Okay, and then I get an additional d20, so is that 3 dice?
Yep, 3 dice.
Okay, cool. And I have the focus sensor operations. See how much momentum I can get us.
Good. You might need it. I mean, what?
All right,
Yeah.
we're loaded up.
And then the
up.
ship sensor science. Oh, we already got it up top. Sweet.
Yeah.
So
So
one,
that's a total of 6 successes.
6 successes. So you get 6 momentums on this. You have 2 float as. Some. There's.
He can make that as an advantage as what he wants, isn't it? Can't he?
Yep. You can spend that as an advantage.
Yeah, and you still have that big question for being a science officer.
Well, he has to get the initial information first.
Right. Okay, here it is.
Yep, sent to Discord.
Captain, we need to go to Red Alert immediately. We have 8 small craft on intercept at high warp.
ETA?
Yeah, that's my question. How long do we have? 1 minute.
And just as he's telling you this, you hear DS9 go, repeat.
Lit.
That has to be the coolest interrupted transmission I've ever heard.
All right, I guess that's the question I got, right?
That was your free question.
Awesome. Well, that's it. Do you guys want to see if there's any weakness on these ships since we've scanned them before?
They are. Well, I mean, we can one shot them without a problem.
I mean,
Okay,
you can, but that freighter might be an issue.
Okay, could we set it up so this is so we're in like a form of a chase and have it in a way that the Svalinn is between the fighters and the freighter.
Oh, you actually want to get into a combat formation and just run for it?
Well, yeah. Like pretty much at least be in weapon range while we're moving towards the DS9, so that way we'd
Okay.
only be.
And I'm assuming you're just going to leave these dead fighters just adrift in space. That one stays with you. That's in your cargo bay.
Yeah.
I guess we can, we don't need them, do we?
I mean, like we don't have time to bring them back, so they pretty much got back 30 fighters because we pretty much destroyed this bottom one. Yeah,
Also,
so the plan.
Also, Captain, red alert.
Obviously. Double time back to the senior ESAF who attend to the bridge immediately.
If we try to run, will the cargo ship get destroyed?
Quite. You're not sure. Maddox is sure that Ash will stand the stresses of warp, but high warp might do something.
The plan would be that we'll be at an angle, so So if they have to, like, if they want to beeline and shoot the freighter, we'd have a free shot at them.
Okay.
Wasn't there a time when the Enterprise was pulling a ship close, and in order to help it out, it extended its
warp field, yeah.
the structural integrity field around it and helped stabilize it for the higher speed.
Yeah,
that's also a possibility, but you're effectively splitting in your resources, and so while while the freighter gets stronger, you get weaker because you're expending resources on it.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and we're not quite the size of a Galaxy class ship either.
Oh, this is a
No, we
Galaxy
don't.
class. Oh, I see.
We are.
I'd like this. What's coming at us is a Galaxy class size.
No, it's about like 2 elements of fighters with a squadron lead.
Mm-hmm.
Could we just take out the squadron leader and maybe jam their communications so that they don't know what to do?
Problem is finding out which one of those fighters is the leader.
Okay, so
Okay. Would you like me to work on that, Captain?
30 seconds till intercept.
we'll be getting to yeah. So we're no. See, if you could use those modifications we have, so it could at least like we now know how the jams works, so that means we have a better chance of breaking the jamming and actually calling the space line for backup. So that way, because we'll be moving towards the S9 while we'll be kind of shooting from behind to prevent them from doing any harm to the freighter.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
So, Captain, and your orders. Everyone is allowed 1 free roll before intercept.
One free roll to do what?
Anything. Set up an advantage, do some scanning, and something.
I wanted to. Can I use my subspace theory to see if I can extend the warp or tractor beam to improve our to prevent to create an advantage for the freighter to keep up with us?
Okay. Captain, is that what you would like to do?
Yeah. So while that's happening, we'll have Zorgo, Zog, and Knight focus on taking down fighters.
Okay.
Would I be able to try to bust up this jamming system again?
Yes. Now that you can actually do it, you basically he can do a called shot. So you say, I want to disrupt. That. So you have to say, hey, I want to hit a difficulty 4, and that'll bring down 4 or lesser jamming devices. And try in an attempt to punch through. Alright, but first, Lol, give me a control science difficulty 2 to extend the warp bubble around the solar leaf, see if you can, and increase your overall speed.
Okay. Is that a test? Do I roll 1 or 2 dice?
This would be 2 dice.
Oh, okay.
And testing theory and practice will come into play. So go ahead and roll one more.
One more dice.
And the ship can help with structure. And the ship can help with structure or engineering.
Okay, and I guess while we're running, I need to be working on getting this communication between DS, like breaking this communication jamming.
Max is gonna take care of
Is
that.
that an extended task?
Nope, we're doing flat rolls now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. I'll use the anything because this is first kind of combat, and let's see.
All right.
Who wants to? But I'll let Zaga go over the.
They're not in range yet. This is like one full round of everyone and get one task in before contact.
Okay, so there is no holding it in action until they get in range to attack.
You could do that. Hold in action until they come within range, but that's not going to happen until the top of the round.
Okay. Are you okay with doing that night?
Sure, I was thinking I would roll to see if I can get an advantage watching their patterns as they're coming in, ready for the first round of attacks.
Yep, I'll allow that. Reason, security, you need difficulty 2. And we're full up on momentum.
I hadn't noticed that. Say that again, sorry, what do you need me to roll?
Reason, security, just to observe them. Or I can allow insight, security.
Both are equally bad for me, so let's do it.
All right. Any focuses?
No, unfortunately I have piloting large spacecraft. I wouldn't consider these large spacecraft. So no. Maybe
All right.
tactical systems, but that doesn't. But
I think tactical systems work because you're
lining up the shot ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, tactical systems work. And you managed.
Full on momentum.
Yep, we are full on momentum.
6 is all we can have.
Yep, 6 is the cap, and if you overflow it, you have to spend it down.
Okay. So 2 successes.
Yep, so you now have an advantage of... Yeah, you have a targeting system lined up, so your next shot your next shot on your next turn on an enemy fighter will be reduced difficulty 1.
Yeah, I think I'll have Zogar do the hold action to shoot the first approaching fighter in range.
Oh, okay. And then Maddox was doing a controlled engineering task to break through this interference.
Quick question. From our present heading, what direction would it be for DS9?
Straight ahead, straight through them.
Okay.
They're kind of coming from... they're kind of coming from Bajor, but in theory, you could angle your course to overshoot them.
Yeah, the main thing is I just wanted to make sure that I call the shot on the one so that we can get a clear line of communication.
Yep. So control engineering, and what difficulty are you shooting for?
Well, let's shoot for 4.
To 4, assisted by... My comms engineering.
I'm gonna burn 3 momentum for 2 extra die.
All right.
I'll re-roll the 1.
Okay. And the ship's communications engineering.
Communication engineering.
Correct. Two momentum.
Yes,
Wait, how many?
2, 3,
4, 5, 6. 6 successes, so two momentum. As just as the fighters are overwhelming you, you manage to punch through a communication. You have raised DS9.
Yeah, and let them know that we are being attacked by reinforcements.
Okay. And anything else you want to tell them?
See if they can send in reinforcements.
And that you're on your way on a intercept course?
Yeah.
Okay. Understood. That's all then, and the Defiant will meet you halfway.
Thank you.
Speaking of the Defiant, do we still have the cloak?
We do not have the cloak.
No, we had to give that up.
Yeah, we gave it a...
Romulans took that back.
Yeah,
but
but
we got a new smaller combat vessel.
Well,
could consider using
we
it.
got a shuttle bay, which allows us to hold a Delta Flyer and a runabout.
Would the Delta Flyer be useful in this situation?
If you want to send someone out to dogfight in it.
Wouldn't that be helpful if you can keep some of these things busy?
I would if we had archery here.
Mm-hmm.
We could send out the Klingon.
Just send him. Have him stand on the hull with a knife.
Hey, I mean, even the civilians probably have skills in a ship.
Yeah.
But
he's not. Yeah, he's not quite willing to. He's not quite willing to get into one of your shuttles and fight for you. like if this was hand-to-hand combat, he'll be all for it, but.
And I'd probably need to give him something stronger than Rectigino to convince him.
Yeah, something a little stronger than that.
To improve our speed, like pulling on the freighter.
That could also work. You could. It'll be a little touchy and it'll increase the complication, but you could use that to decrease the difficulty of the warp tow you're about to roll.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So what's going to be the total difficulty of this?
As the Slipnir launches, ties itself tractors onto the solar leaf, you're looking at an... Whoops. I need that part back. Thank you, computer. let's have some fun with this. 2, 3. So control plus con, difficulty 4, complication 4, assisted by control engineering, and assisted by engines con.
Okay, so let's
You still have
I guess-
Magnus up.
let's have Magnus and have them spend 3 momentum for 4 dice.
Okay. And make sure that complication range is up. I spent good threat for that comp.
Would astronavigation or flight control systems work as a focus?
Those works as focuses.
You know what? Take 3 threat for a 5th dice.
Okay.
Did you seriously just give him 3 threat?
He did. Exactly what happened.
Another fighter joins the fray.
Hey, we got lucky. It's only one fighter, not a bigger ship.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Goodness, he doesn't have enough threat to call in a Borg cube because I think he would do it.
We still got engines con.
Yep.
Is this for the
The Borg
Svalinn
cube
or
is
the
deployed.
Slifnir?
The Svalinn and engine con. It's
Oh, wait, so
leading the.
Wait,
Don't you
if
what?
the Slifnir was supposed to do helping us, it has hot rod.
Okay, yeah. The Slipnir can also overroll engines con. And what does Hot Rod do?
It decreases the comp range by 1.
Okay,
For engine
so
based attacks. Okay, there was a 17.
17,
18.
17. So 2 of those complications go away.
Thank you, Hot Rod.
We did have the one advantage, right, for the towing the ship that I created.
Yep. So
Okay.
that's already accounted for.
Okay.
Thank you, Tom Paris. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom Paris. All right. Let's roll the Slipnir Air Engine Con and the Svalinn and Engine Con.
I got the Slifnir. Who got the
I got the Svalinn.
All right. After all is said and done, 1 momentum's generated. You do have 1 complication left on the scene. Do you wish to quash?
Yeah, let's quash it.
Okay. It is quashed as all 3 vessels very, very quickly build up and leap into warp. Just as... What was that at LOL?
Oh, did Bog get a turn to do something?
No, he didn't get to me, but that's okay. I mean, I was just going to prep the sick bay, essentially.
Okay.
But it sounds like that they warped out. Is that what?
Yep, everyone unwarped out. You overshoot the fighters, and they quickly turn around, and they're unable to keep up with you. Thanks to the Slipnir increasing your warp speed just enough to blow past the fighter's warp drive.
Can we just say for the power of headcanon to say Archer was in the Slipnir helping us?
Yep. Through the power of headcanon. So, the fighters don't manage to catch up to you. As you soar or through space, halfway there, none other than the USS Defiant intercepts you, and she hails you.
Oh, good. This is not a threat spend.
Open the hail.
And on screen, let's see, she was guest star, is none other than Kira Nerys. Commander Kira Nerys. Hello, Commander. See, you've had some fun with the local ruffians.
That's understandable. Well, we currently have the prisoners from the first group of the Bajorans. We could transfer for them to DS9 when we arrive?
Sounds good. We're about halfway there. If you would like, we'll come into formation and escort you.
That would be extremely helpful.
Very well. We'll discuss the particulars once we get there.
Okay.
Defiant out. And make sure I get you in the system map. As my music abruptly stops. As finally you pull out of warp, and there is the circular air station with the tri-arms of Deep Space Nine. Defiant, Svalinn, Slipnir, and the Solar Leaf. As the Defiant, the Defiant docks, and work bees is come up to tow the Solar Leaf into a dry dock for repairs. What are your orders, Commander?
We shall. I'll tell the ship to dock at the station, and then I will, because I imagine that we have to. Because I imagine I'm going to have to do a debriefing in ops.
Would anyone like to join in the debriefing? Any of the senior staff?
I think I'd invite Knight because he did the interrogation, and I'll let the rest take a quick a shore leave on the station. I'd say a 8 to 10 hours.
Okay. A all crew who have an 8 to 10 hour shore leave.
All right,
And
that sounds like fun. On D Space Nine.
what's the worst that can happen?
Well, D Space Nine was a pretty cool station. It's big.
Was.
Normally, Maddox would stay aboard and do things on the ship, but I think for old time's sake, he'll go back to DS9.
How long until Glin is supposed to be arriving, or Glin Zaso?
Glin and Zaso Rel should be here. You have about 2 days before he arrives. You were originally supposed to come here about 3 days before or his arrival to secure the system and do any sweeps that you wanted to do, but well, you were held up for some reason. Something happened. Plot happened.
I mean, good thing we have one of the fighters in the hangar bay, and we have their jammer.
Yep. Remind me of that next episode. As we're about to wrap up here.
You okay?
Yep. Dr. Bog, you do dock with this station. You've been granted 10 hours of shore leave, and all your esteemed guests have been transferred to the station and hospital, which is much more fit for long-term care.
And then you get to meet the station doctor. Sorry.
Julian Bashir. Is Bashir the cap doctor right now?
Yeah, he's still the doctor. Yeah, the only two people who stayed on DS9 were Dax, Ezri, and Bashir.
Ezri, Bashir, and Kira has stayed. Yeah, Worf moved on to bigger, better things.
There I am.
There you are.
Okay.
Yeah, did you hear what I said? Said jokingly?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. What is it about shore leave?
Yeah, that, and also you get the chance to meet Julian Bashir.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so thrilled.
Mm-hmm. But we're gonna cut to the debriefing between Lieutenant Knight, Commander Calder, and Commander Kira at Ops. She sits in front of the big desk, notably not taking a seat in the chair. And you do see a baseball still resting on the corner of the desk. Well, gentlemen, welcome to Deep Space Nine. How can we help you?
I'll begin my debriefing of what we've dealt with, but before I said we wish we could have come here on a more lighter mood.
Yeah, we were keeping an eye on that. We didn't expect him to get so hostile so quickly. If there's a possibility that this is just random piracy, but considering the cargo and considering some other reports we have suspicions that this is something bigger.
Yeah, and also some
this
like
isn't yeah. She's gonna say this isn't the first attack on a freighter bound for Cardassia that she's heard of in the past month.
Yeah, I'll also say my chief of security interrogated one of the fighter pilots and got a confession that their purpose was to free Bajor from all alien influence, including the Federation.
And with that, she slams her hand on the desk. Not this shit again. There's some on Bajor who see the Federation as just yet another or Cardassian occupation and waiting to happen. Once an alien comes to your planet and makes all the dishes in the kitchen, you tend to be careful about inviting guests over. For a while, we thought that all this dissent was taken care of, but it seems that they've taken more active elements. What kind of ships were they using?
We currently have one in our hangar bay, because we also found they have a built-in jamming made with boom technology in it.
Well, that explains the communication issues. From what we've seen, in a freighter will be coming in. Suddenly it goes dark. No response. We come out a few hours later, and the ship is stripped apart, and left adrift.
Is this always happening in the same area?
No, it's all over the goddamn sector. We can't find where they're hiding at. It seems like it's random attacks, because a good 80% of the freighters are bound for our Cardassia make it through, including civilian vessels. Their only target seems to be a cargo transport. So they haven't really hit any civilian transport or ships yet, but I'm hoping to keep that yet hypothetical. Well, it seems that you were brought here to help secure the sector. Unfortunately, the sector seems to be hell-bent on being difficult to secure. Of course, if there's any resources that you need from the station or myself, feel free to ask, and I'll see what I can do.
I hand over a datapad with the biometrics and details of the people that we have captured. I would like to, with Captain's permission, offer my help if you need to question any of their known people that we might be able to get a hold of.
We would like to take the prisoners into local police control. If you want to fight this, that would be presence security in difficulty 3, to kind of say, no, we want to keep them for our own investigation. Or you can just let this slide.
I give the captain a quick look.
If the captain wants to help, that brings you down to difficulty 2. Because part of that increased difficulty was just the rank.
I think it would make sense to leave these to their people, because currently I think we should let the Bajorans deal with the people deal with this commander.
Very well. Of course, if there's any extra information that you want to get, we would retrieve them for you. It will just be a long legal process, but possible.
If you could give me any information you people can get, that'll be grateful.
The one thing I wanted to know, Commander, was that I didn't get a chance to ask them about was where they were getting this Breen technology from. So, if you do happen to find out that, I would be very interested in.
Very well. I'll forward that information on you.
Did you guys ask about if there's any third party who might be funding these Bajoran revolutionaries or rebels? What are they called?
Revolutionaries works.
Okay. Yeah. Is there any could did you guys ask anything about third parties that might be interested, that might be involved, that we can investigate while we're on DS9?
We could. I'd like to ask the commander if there are currently any members of the Bajoran government who are against the joining the Federation.
I mean, there is Tyrell Jen, but he's not been in violence, just vocal. He's one of the ministers on Bajor.
I meant third party, not as in Bajorans, but like someone else who might want a foothold in the Gamma Quadrant.
No. Oh, I mean, no military forces are allowed out through, but any civilian and freighter or science vessel still has passage to and from. We still have open trade through the wormhole. Besides, I don't think this is it. If these guys are who you say they are, I don't think they're here for any strategic military advantage. They're here fighting for their home, or so they think.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised that they're still resistance with their with the people being so against it, hence their the emissary of the prophets is a a member of the Federation.
Yes, but if you remember, about 10 years ago, that almost started a riot in its own right. Benjamin and had to fight to both reject that title and keep it. A lot of people didn't like the fact that he had it.
For example, I know, like the late Kai Len.
Kai Wen, yeah, the late Kai Wen. Yeah, she was a piece of something. She said diplomatically. But the new Kai and the First Minister are all for the Federation and bringing unity and prosperity to Bajor by sharing our culture.
Yeah, it's all helpful to have the government and the spiritual leader supporting on that.
So, I mean, this is just a radical group, but it's still a dangerous radical group.
Yes, unless we figure out who would the benefactors of this.
Well, yes, Lieutenant?
Do we have any other transports due inbound over the next few days that we need to, or the next 2 days that we have to worry about prior to the visit from the Cardassians?
There's a few, but nothing in particular jumps off my charts. Alright, I could give you the roster and you can look over them, see if there's any potential targets.
Thank you, that'll be appreciated. I'd also like to speak to your station security chief to understand what actions and steps you're already taking to ensure this sector's safety.
Absolutely. We'll cooperate in any matter or that we can.
That is a good point about the who benefits. Bajorans being a trade, like, you know, the being so close to the wormhole makes them a trade center for 2 sectors of the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
That brings them a lot of wealth.
Some people don't want wealth. Some people are feel that at their spirit is at risk.
Well, I mean, like the fact that they attacked like a civilian freighter instead of Cardassians. That was the.
Well, right now as well, they wouldn't be getting the wealth; they'd be going to the Federation. So this could still just be a point of them trying to take the wealth back.
Yeah.
Oh,
it could be.
Okay. Outside influences.
Yeah, because this is a distributed wealth throughout the entire Federation and not just. Yeah, and not just going directly to Bajor. So many potential motives. There's no real head that's coming up, and you have 48 hours to get to the bottom of this before the Cardassian ambassador shows up. And with
Does
that
the Federation
note,
do any kind of? I was just wondering, does the Federation do like like how the U.S. military does things like winning hearts and minds kind of thing? Does that Federation kind of do that with regions that have revolutionaries? I just can't remember if they did that in any of the episodes of Star Trek.
They do show the flag missions and stuff, but not.
Like, did they mention anything about like building schools, things like that? Just winning hearts and minds?
Yeah, and stuff like that is coming up. But on that note, that is the end of our episode, Retribution.
Did we win?